I'm the Enforcer, and welcome to the Christmas Address. It has been the second time now that we've been able to make a Christmas address, and I have to say that it is something incredible to know that this channel has been able to make it so far that we have made it to a second time covering this Christmas address. It's something that means a lot to me because I never thought that this YouTube channel would even survive an entire 2 years. We've gone through many tough times together. We've gone through copyright strikes last year. We've gone through DDoS attacks and a whole bunch of other stuff this year. But not only that, YouTube communities rarely survive over a year. Most of the time, it's pretty stretched to make sure that everyone can stay on the same page and continue to enjoy something for nearly 2 years. But here in the Lee Spring Army, that appears to be the case. A lot of y'all who were around nearly 2 years ago are still here today. And it blows us away to know that all of y'all have been here with us as so much time has passed. When I first started this channel, I was a sophomore in undergrad at UAB, and I was beginning to transfer over into a history major so that way I could graduate and get my degree a few years later. And so much time has passed that not only has that later time where I would graduate come around, but I'm now about to be going into my second semester of law school here in about a week. Not only that, people I've known have gotten married and had kids in between the time I started this channel and right now. That kid's almost about to be able to say his first words. And we've been doing this for so long that that's now a reality. Some of my friends have gone on from just, working at stores in our local hometown to now one of them's even in the Space Force and defending this nation against threats abroad from the Russian Federation and the People's Republic of China. It's absolutely incredible to think how much time has elapsed and how we've been able to share all of that with y'all for 2 entire years on this channel. And y'all have gotten to watch us grow up, and we've gotten to watch y'all grow up as well. A lot of y'all have gone on to done incredible things. Like BC Skyman was just in Ukraine not too long ago and has just recently returned and joined us after he was able to help out Ukrainians getting boats and all other kinds of things. It's just crazy to think about how people have been doing incredible things. Some of y'all have even joined your armed forces because of this channel. We know of some of y'all joining the Swedish Armed Forces. A few people have even joined the International Legion. Ukrainian soldiers watch this channel on and off, not all the time, but we do know of a few that are watching the channel from here to there and really do enjoy it. We've gotten to know so many of our viewers as well, and especially viewers like Jay Bagwell, who helped us to make the gun review that we just filmed possible, at least at the range segment. An amazing viewer, and much like many of y'all, incredibly kind in the soul. And speaking of incredibly kind in the soul, I think that really reminds us all what Christmas is about. Christmas is a special time of year, whether you be religious or not, because a lot of people always think about the goodness and the giving that happens around Christmas time. But one thing that's always interesting to me is that this isn't something that is special to the Lee Spring Army and isn't just the spirit of Christmas taking y'all over. Y'all have this spirit in y'all all the time. Over the entire year this year, we finally surpassed $1 million raised amongst all of our fundraisers, and right now as we're rounding out this year, we are very close to reaching $1.4 million raised for all of our fundraisers that we've run for Ukraine. When you think about that, that wasn't something that just happened over this December or November and December, or whenever Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You starts playing in the supermarket. This has been over the entire year. It never stopped. Whether it be the middle of the summer, which here in the United States, that would be the 4th of July, or whether it be in the middle of fall near Thanksgiving or Halloween, everyone was always fundraising and making sure to take care of people that some of y'all may have never even met. But while y'all never met them, y'all's impact on these people has been profound, something that can't even be measured. There are people who are alive today because of the Lee Spring Army and everything that y'all have been able to do. And I have to say that we are so honored to get to know every single one of y'all and to say that we are the channel that kind of spearheads where this community is. Even the folks who didn't make it to Christmas, like CME4PC. But beyond that, I think it's always important to remember that folks like CME, who sadly are no longer here with us, they will always be here because they will live through the rest of the Lee Spring Army. People like CME4PC were pretty much one of hundreds of thousands of people who have been on this channel. incredibly kind and incredibly generous, and not only generous to the fundraisers helping out people in Ukraine, but generous with his time and his soul to even others in the Lee Spring Army. And that's something that's become a standard amongst everyone here. And I know that it will continue to remain a standard because the morals and integrity of the Lee Spring Army is something that is unmatched and unwavering compared to any other community on YouTube. Other communities will stoop down into debauchery or rudeness, but I've never seen the Lee Spring Army ever do that once. And I have to say that to every single one of y'all, we are so thankful to have y'all here. We couldn't have a better community. We couldn't have a better group of practically friends to be watching this channel. And so many friends have been made by y'all in the live chat, and we've also made a great deal of friends both on air and off air this year, and they are absolutely incredible people, every single one of them. But I just want to once again sit here and thank all of you so much for being here with us for this long. And getting back to where we pretty much started at the beginning of this, it has been 2 years now. Almost 2. It's about 2 months short, but nearly 2 years. This channel has been running, covering the news of the war. And a lot of y'all have been here with us every single step of the way. And we certainly saw that last night when the entire Lee Spring Army rallied together to blow away a fundraiser. We reached 4 times higher than our actual fundraiser goal. That never happens. Rarely does it ever happen. Anywhere on YouTube, anywhere even in the Lee Spring Army. And I've got to thank you all for making the Lee Spring Army as special as it is, making what I do as special as it is, because I wouldn't be able to find the motivation and the determination to be able to get up and do this 6 days a week, practically 60 hours a week, if it wasn't for y'all. Y'all give me a lot of motivation to do this. It's not just about, being able to get up and run a show and, possibly pay bills, which it does. It's more so about y'all, because y'all make it so worthwhile. Y'all's kindness, seeing y'all be not just kind to us, but to each other, it's a massive thing to me to know that so many great people are counting on us to make sure that we get the news out here on this channel. And that's why I always make sure that we will keep up with our original promise that we will cover this news until the war is over. But right now, the war isn't over. It may be over soon. Who knows? Maybe over in a few months, maybe over in a year or two. But right now, it is Christmas. And while the Ukrainian forces are celebrating Christmas on the front lines right now and hopefully getting a little bit of a break from the fighting, I want y'all to all take a small break today and enjoy your family and friends. People like those, your family and your friends, if you're in good relations with them, are incredibly hard to come by. They're very difficult to have, and some people don't have amazing families. Hell, your family might not even be perfect either, but nevertheless, they are your family. There's no other people out there in the world that will be able to call you your brother or your sister or your mom or your dad or your cousin or your step-cousin or whatever it may be. It's very important to make sure to always cherish those people, because much like the LSA is an amazing and incredible community to me, your family is the very same thing to you. And I thank you all so much once again for watching this Christmas address. I hope you'll have a great one. And of course, long live the Lee Spring Army. The Lee Spring Army never dies.
To Bethlehem they came, where as his infant lay. They found him in a manger, where oxen feed.